5 o'clock, and it's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening, March 24th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I hear 5 o'clock news and I'm there. And our top story at the 5 o'clock hour is House Republican leaders abruptly pull a rewrite of the nation's healthcare system from consideration of fighting a dramatic acknowledgement that they are so far unable to reform and repeal the Affordable Care Act. London on the final night, the trouble to so that began in the affluent English countryside and ended in mass murder on the streets of London. Kelly Masood were turned to his woods. President Trump found to win a better deal with American support for approving the Keystone XL Dakota access or pipeline requirements that extract concession but force the bill to use the U.S. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, former Penn State President Graham Smith was quick to Friday of a suspected child and sex abuse by Jason Taxi in 2001. A night federal judges will perform a judge in Virginia on Friday ruled in favor of President Trump's revised travel ban in a case brought by Muslims who said that the president executive order illegally discriminating against their religion by restricting. A North Carolina man who commanded a Washington pizza restaurant and assault-style rifle in December pleaded guilty Friday to weapons and assault charging a deal with the U.S. French President candidate Marine Le Pen, an anti-American, anti-NATO, and pro-Trump, was received in Moscow Friday as she was holding her head of the state. Former President Nancy of Egypt was returned on March 2nd to Mighty Military Hospital in Southern California to the quarter, and as each reporter has Mubarak felt it's smooth and easy free. Washington, a brazen daytime slaying of a Russian politician outside Ukraine until this week brings that eighth the number of high-profile Russians who had died over the past 5 months since the U.S. presidential election on November 8th. House Intelligence Committee's chairman and the panel's top Democrat publicly disputed Friday over the handling of the investigation of Russian meddling in the U.S. election coming after the announcement that President Trump, Rachel Dolezal, holding her year-old son, rose to prominence as a black civil rights leader, spoke about she's been unable to find steady work since she was added to the White Women and Media Reports. Washington. While the rest of the senior staff scribbled all day, Thursday and Friday morning and squeezed votes for President Trump's failing health care package, one president remained nobly absent, Jared Kushner. A Wisconsin freshman is being held a hero after he sprung in and acted to save his choking classmate. The Congressional Black Caucus has called on Attorney General Jeff Sessions that be had help in the search for missing black girls in the Washington, D.C. area. The remains of violence in German World War II were unearthed from Denmark and recently have been identified. 19 from very officials said. Japan's high suicide rate is discussed in the country. The fall of the pilot in a plane that crashed in 2015 killed 150 people aboard. Said on the second anniversary crash that his son was not responsible. Taiwan detained 20 crew members on a Hong Kong vessel and charges of fishing illegally in the Taiwan claim waters. A slim majority of Americans now oppose open and federal lands for oil exploration of fresh salmon and survey in the environment. Seagon got a local man that's pleaded no contest of private Superior Court to federally collecting nearly $30,000 in employment benefits from the Attorney General's office said on Friday. The Trump administration claimed credit on Friday for the announcement by a cable provider, Charter Communication and Tensor, 200,000 workers in the United States and invest $25 billion in high-speed internet over the next 4 years. Companies are investing in heaps of money to develop artificial intelligence technologies that promise to transform industries as freight, transportation, finance, and healthcare. New Jersey transit officials said they expect to run more trains at the New York Penn Station on Friday evening than originally planned after the morning derailment of an Amtrak train that started a New Jersey commuter train. A French and American astronaut floated outside the International Space Station on Friday on a successful spacewalk that upgraded the orbiting outpost for the arrival of the future space cruise. Black holes are big boys of space there, so massive that the gravity doesn't let any light escape. The biggest black holes called supermassive weight as much billion suns. Chancellor's buddies could be on the move as new study proposed to shake up the dinosaur family tree. Scientists will take a deeper look at the dinosaur fossils, suggested a different evolution. Here's some dinosaurs moving meat. In 2 rooms are Charles Wilson O'Brien's mother's home in Tucson, Arizona. More than $1 million excess of cost more than estimated $10 million rest in tombs that class and homemade children. In rich countries, death rates are supposed to decline better than the past decade and a half. Middle-aged white Americans have actually been dying faster. Okay, foods incorporated issue recall more than 90,000 pounds of breaded chicken products over the concern that they may have been contaminated with the minimal number of materials. Photo of beef tacos posted on social media on a diner restaurant in Texas this morning. Are those steep? Facebook user clear article personal photo after ordered popcorn tacos at the popular taco eater El Rico on Sunday. Okay, take a look at some stocks. Down Denver down 86 points at 25.98, SP5 down 1.98 points at 23.43.98. Nasdaq below 5 points at 58.20.74. Rest of UK up 1.22 points at 1354.64. VIX up down 16.69 points at 12.96. European markets, DAX up 24.59 to 12,064.27. FTSE down 389.73, 36.82. down 11.86, 20.90. FTSE, MIB up 20.33 points at 21.88.02. Stock 600 down 69 cents at 76.51. Asia markets, Nikkei up 17.22 at 19,262.53. Shanghai up 20.3 points at 2,268.93. HSI up 30.57 points at 24,358.27. ASX 200 up 45.59 points at 5,733.55. And Kospi down 3.77 points at 21.68.95. Oil markets up 43 cents at 40.13. Brent up 44 cents at 51. Natural gas up 34,000 points at 3.085. BOB gas up 228,000 points at 1.6124. ULSD HO up 1,500 points at 1.5058. Gold, silver up 187,000 points, 17.78. Gold up down 2.229, 99,000 points at 1244.90. Copper down 3,000 points, 2.6415. Platinum up 2 at 965.80 and Palladium up 10.35 at 810.50. Bond US standard 2.418%. Bond standard up 0.43%. Germany standard up 1,000.0.066%. UK standard up 1.198% unchanged, and France standard down 4,000.0.989%. And the FX bond European US dollar 1.0797, US dollar Japanese yen 111.33 up 40 cents. Great Britain pound US dollar 1.2467 down 1,000 point US dollar CAD up 2,000 point 1.3379 and USD CHF down 19,000 point 0.9912. FX bonds. Looking at commodities. Wheat 425 and a quarter up 4 and a quarter. Soybean 975 and a half down 15 and a half. Corn 355 and 3/4 down 1. Sugar 17.80 up 20 cents. Coffee 137.40 down $3.10. Cotton 77.45 up 18 cents. Rough rice 7.83 down 2 cents. And cocoa $2 133 down 43. Live cattle 122.075 up 30 cents. Lean out 67.40 down 1.95 and FD cattle 135.50 up 15 cents. Okay, take a look at New England as reported market for model 223 River Street at relevant manufactured within traffic. All services responded, and a manufactured Lincoln Street in Central Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Peter Childers time is now 5:08 on this Friday afternoon. Time now for a sports event this Friday evening near the Boston Celtics being taking on Phoenix Suns game time 7:30 p.m. And the Boston Red Sox fall to the Toronto Blue Jays 3-2. Green Bay Packers reportedly considered Adrian Peterson a visitor. First free agency in a 10-year career. Running back Adrian Peterson continues for a good reason. He still wants to be paid more than anyone wants to pay him. Ottawa Senators owner Elliot Jean Millen is not happy with Pittsburgh Penguins superstar Sidney Crosby is saying to return. League MVP should be suspended for a long time as a result of a serious finger injury to Senators defense of Mark Mathot. Takes to late 3 from Jordan Bradford. It's a tough defense. Gonzaga ahead of the late 8 after starting a strength test for West Virginia. The Colts got rid of another failed Brandon Griggs to sign Friday morning. The team released veteran defensive tackle offered Jones after 3 disappointing seasons. Peter Childers time is now 5:09 on this Friday evening. It's time now for traffic and transit report. Let's have an invitation with all time space with moderate delays due to early at police action in North Station. Zone also for space with moderate delays due to traffic and the commuter rail. Fishville Line train 494 5:15 p.m. is canceled today. Passengers should take train 424 that depart at Wilton 495 at 5:57 p.m. here. And Rockford train 194 5:35 p.m. from Beverly has been canceled today. Passenger could take train 120 5:05 p.m. from Beverly. Rockford train 193 is canceled today. Passenger should take train 117, which is make all local stops and start the train 9:14 4 p.m. from Stoughton is up and 5 fitness basket between Stoughton and South Station. And the ferries, they are all looking good here. Okay, I was in my ways of New England this Friday evening here. 95, northbound side, Stowe from 7 down to Bridgeport, 95, stepping over between Bridgeport and Stowe and 7 down to Greenwich, 95, a both ends battle with West End and New Haven, 95 on the northbound side, Stowe and East Haven, Merritt Parkway eastbound, 7 to go between Stepford and New Haven, Merritt Parkway westbound side back to Hampton and New Haven, Interstate 84 eastbound side, also Newtown, 84 both ends battle Waterbury, 84 on both ends is back down at downtown Harvard, 91 on both ends back down around 84, 91 is southbound side, so 291 in Interstate 84 Harvard, Connecticut, 291 in eastbound side, back to after Route 91 Harvard, Connecticut here. 91 on the northbound side, back from Enfield, Connecticut, down to Springfield, Mass. Around 291. 91 on the northbound side, back up around Holyoke stretch. Route 2 on the westbound side, it is back to the Westminster and the Fort Devon stretch. 495 on the southbound side, back around 290 Marlborough. 495 on the northbound side, back around 290 Marlborough. 290 westbound side, also 190 all the way to 146 in the Worcester stretch. Mass. Around 290, 395 Auburn to Little Saw. 495 on the southbound side, back to Route 9 and Westboro all the way down around Mass Pike and Hopkins, 495 on the northbound side, back around Mass Pike and Hopkins here, and around Westboro. 146 on the northbound side, back around Route 99, 146A up and in Lincoln stretch. 99 on the northbound side, back around 126, 122, Lincoln second stretch. 146 on the southbound side, back around Route 95, downtown Providence, 95 on the southbound side, also 126 in Lincoln area to downtown Providence, 95 both ends downtown Providence, back up between 610 and 146, 95 on the northbound side, back to Providence stretch. 6 connectors back up between 6 and 95, 195 westbound side, back to 6 down to downtown Providence. Jamestown, Meadow Bridges, Jamestown, Newport Bridges out. Lincoln Gate, but Meadow Bridge on the northbound side, it's slow. 20 on the northbound side, also before the board and rotary here. 24 on the southbound side, it's slow. 495 down, Route 44, the Random Town stretch. 95, 7 go between Route 1 and Sheridan on Route 495 in Mansfield. 24, 7 go between 120 and Kenton all the way down around Ayrton Boulevard and Avon. Route 3 on the northbound side, back to 2 Rockland all the way out to Jerry Street and Southfield Expressway on both ends, back to the west down to Braintree Split. 120 on the southbound side, back to the Wolseley all the way down to Route 24 in Randolph. 120 on the northbound side, back to Braintree all the way to Route 24 Randolph. Mass Park on the westbound side, it is backed up from Yellowstone Tolls all the way at around Framingham. Mass Park eastbound side, also about Tolls around at the Southfield Expressway. In the Mass Park, both ends backed up around Logan Airport down around South Boston. 93 both ends back at Somerville out of the Zakin Bridge. 93 northbound backed up all the way from Zakin Bridge all the way up Nympthorne here. 120 on the southbound side is back to Waltham down around Route 24 in Canton. 120 on the northbound so split all the way to 24 in Canton. 120 on the northbound side back around Route 20 Waltham all the way down around Route 1 out in Peabody and 120 southbound side also on 114 out in Denver's around Peabody. Route 3 to the northbound side is also between Burlington and around Chelmsford. 495 on the southbound side back around Chelmsford. 495 on the northbound side back on the low all the way up and around Haverhill. And 93 on the northbound side also Windermere Nature. Everett Turnpike on the northbound side also National Hampshire. And Everett Turnpike on the northbound side also on 293 in Manchester Hampshire. And Everett and Spotted Turnpike northbound side also 95. And Portsmouth all the way at 4 in Durham, New Hampshire. Main Turnpike on the both ends on one of Wells Toll Plaza. Slow 295 east northbound side back around Falmouthburg in Portland, Maine. And then the around Freeport 295 southbound side also Freeport, Maine. 93 both ends back to Tilton all the way up around Wilton. 91 on the both ends back around Lyme all the way up around Danville. 91 on both ends back to Randolph, Vermont all the way up in Colchester, Vermont. And Interstate 89 on both ends. 91 on the northbound side also around Vermont, around the Canadian border, and all the way down the northbound side, so some Quebec and some Montreal. 87 on the southbound side, so and around the Prosperous direction. 87 on both ends also on Route 9, and Interstate 87 on the northbound side, back around Route 7 and Troy. Here, channel time is 5:13 on this Friday evening, and it's time now for a weather report here. And today was a cold, damp, raw day today. And about 4 hours ago, while I was hanging out with a couple of middle schoolers at Bagels and Cream in Naughton, there was a couple of snow showers that took place before it changed the rain here. And before we move on to weather, we got a little score update. I was thinking of watching the Wheaton softball doubleheader against Bridgewater State, but cold and wet. But Wheaton won the first game over the Bridgewater State Bears, 11-3, final 5 innings. Then Wheaton's leading Bridgewater State 2-0 in the bottom of the second. Oh. All right. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at the 5:15 p.m. hour. Here, 43 degrees on temperature with dew about 32 degrees. Humidity is 67%. Barometer 3.8 inches. And our current conditions bad region, 37 degrees in Boston and Beverly, Gloucester, and Fitchburg, and Bedford, and Worcester, 43 degrees. And Norwood, Taunton, and Bedford, 39. Plymouth, 41. And Falmouth, 39. Chatham, 38. Prospect, 41. And Dead Texas, 43. Boston, Maynard, 43 in Warwick and Lockhart, 41 in Providence, 44 in Montauk, 48 in this limit in New York City, 46 in Bridgeport and Ravenets, 45 in Denver, 43 in Waterbury, 46 in Meriden, 43 out in Hartford and Winslow, 41 in Springfield, it's 36 degrees in Orange, Massachusetts, 37 in North Massachusetts, 36 in Pittsburgh, Mass, 39 at Albany, New York, 33 in Silver Springs, 32 in Vermont, 37 in Barrington, Vermont, 33 in Lebanon, 34 in New Hampshire, 36 in New Hampshire, 30 in LaCour, New Hampshire, 34 in Congress, National Temperature, 36 in National Temperature, 33 in Boston, 34 degrees up in Port Bay. Here. Okay, let's take a look at surface map around the country here, and it shows high pressure ridges off the Virginia coast while seeing station front from British Columbia all the way down to Montana, fundamentally switching from eastern Washington down to Oregon, and a cold front of Northern California up in western Oregon, and a pink front off Washington State. And fundamentally stretching from southern Oregon down to the Sierras and low pressure around California, Arizona, fundamentally down around Baja, Mexico. And peak pressure stretching from Kansas down to West Oklahoma, Texas, down low pressure, and fundamentally stretching from western Texas down to northern tip of Mexico. Here, and fundamentally up to Georgia, up the Carolina coast, and a station front for the Gulf of Mexico, off the southern tip of Florida. Here. And a cold front from northeastern Mexico stretching up to Texas around Missouri, station front from Missouri, stretching in Illinois, more than a warm front from for the Great Lakes. Here. 72 degrees the temperature in Detroit and Pittsburgh, 58 in Washington, D.C., 72 in Atlanta, Georgia, 77 in Brownsville, 77 in Miami, Florida, 74 in Brownsville, Texas, 73 in Dallas, Texas, 16 in Kansas City, 80 in Chicago, Illinois, 45 in Great Falls, Montana, 45 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 47 in Omaha, Nebraska, 47 in Denver, Colorado, 54 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 71 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona, 64 out in Albuquerque, Mexico, 68 out in Las Vegas, Nevada, 62 in Great Falls, Montana, 53 in Seattle, 54 in San Francisco, and 65 in Los Angeles. Here. Okay, looking at radar situation here. Radar and satellite loop here around the region here. Okay, it shows some spotty rain showers. Stretch around northeastern tip of Massachusetts and seacoast New Hampshire here. And southern Maine here. And we'll zoom out just a little bit, and it shows a lot of snow showers stretching from the Canadian Maritimes of southern Brunswick to central Nova Scotia, stretching up the eastern and much of Maine and central New Hampshire, and up in the northern Vermont, and snowing in southern Quebec, headed through Montreal and the northeastern Ontario, and some sleet from Concord, New Hampshire, stretching up upstate Vermont and upstate New York here, and raining around northeastern tip of Massachusetts also, raining in upstate New York, northeastern Ontario, south of Ottawa, stretching the north central tip of Ontario and the northern Michigan, some snow stretching the northern Michigan and eastern portions of Ontario here, and snowing in eastern Quebec and around northeastern tip of Quebec. And look at this, a line of showers and thunderstorms stretching from Wisconsin, and a line of showers and storms stretching from Iowa, stretching all the way down from eastern Texas, which spawns severe thunderstorms and some tornadoes there, and some rain showers from southern South Dakota down to Kansas and around Kansas, Nebraska, and down around western Oakland and western Texas here. Snow and rain showers eastern portions of Colorado here. And raining around the northern California coast and up the Oregon and Washington coast. Some sleet and snow from the Cascades of Washington and Oregon, and then Sierras Nevadas. Rain from the northern Nevada and the eastern Washington and Oregon. Some snow in the northeastern Washington State, northern Idaho, and southern Idaho. And snow and sleet and rain showers eastern portions of British Columbia and southwestern portions of Alberta. And raining around southeastern tip of Alaska. Alright, looking at satellite loop, and it shows clouds coming up much in the northeastern corner of the country and Canadian Maritimes. Clouds coming up much to the Canadian Great Lakes and the Great Lakes and all of them in the Mississippi Valley and eastern Texas, and a line of clouds from the East Rockies stretching up in Nebraska and up around Minnesota. Another line of clouds from northern Nevada and covering much of the Pacific Northwest, West Montana, and covering much of Pacific Canada. Here. Okay, let us take a look at our forecast discussion here. So, high pressure moves it forward. Offshore tonight, bringing a southwest flow to Mount Area to southern New England. A cold front will push itself across the region. Saturday, the front will stall. Saturday, then we'll try to push northward to Sunday and Monday. Period of light rain will fall. Saturday, the mix of wintry weather will develop south and down on early Monday. Rain may fall heavy at times on later Monday as low pressure passes across the region, then continues into the Tuesday with the approaching cold front. Cold air lags Wednesday and the Thursday with a breezy northwest winds. Another chance of this disturbed weather. Friday into the weekend gives it a continued active weather pattern. Warm front in this precipitation moving off to a northeast-southeast winds about 2,000 to 3,000 feet aloft, reach 50 knots during the afternoon, will slowly diminish tonight. Unitotal will bring potential gusts of 30 knots right the evening. An upper jet past the north of New England overnight, carrying a wave of low pressure across Quebec. That's all in turn moving the front side as a cold front across that, as low level converges to main during light showers that reach northern Massachusetts by morning, but otherwise expect little nose precipitation in southern New England tonight due to southwest flow and low level forcing. The mouthful of air will keep temperatures from falling much. There will be a slight cooling this evening, but overall trend today should be steady or slowly rising. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For this afternoon, it's light rain, clouds got about 45 degrees. Southwest about 11 miles gust high, 26 miles an hour, just reached to 20%. Tonight, clouds got about 300 degrees. Southwest about 69 miles gust high, 21 miles an hour for Saturday. Chest rain, clouds got about 49 degrees and light variable wind becoming in northward 5 miles in the afternoon. Chest rain to 4%. No, it's less than 10 inches possible for Saturday. 8 chance of rain, possibly mixed with sleet after 2 a.m. Then a gradual ending. Most of the clouds get low at 30 degrees. Light northwest wind, chest rain to 30%. Little notes could be expected for Sunday. A slight chest rain after 10 a.m. Most of the clouds get about 40 degrees. East with about 8 miles an hour. Chest rain to 20% for Sunday night. A chest rain, partial after 2 a.m. was. Clouds got about 35 degrees and chest rain to 50% for Monday. Rain patchwork before noon. 148 about 30 degrees. Chest rain to 80%. Tuesday, chest rain after 10 a.m. Clouds got about 50 about 30 degrees. Chest rain to 40%. Wednesday, sunny the podcast about 57 about 34 degrees. But Thursday, both sunny the podcast about 51 about 31 degrees. And for Friday, both that got about 52 degrees. Here's what a phase of the afternoon of the evening. Cloudy, overcast, 9 to 10, and a wet weekend in store. And that's me for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news, and it's March 24, 2017 on a Friday evening. And Peter saying, well, yeah, good evening, good presentation, and I'll see you at 11 o'clock. Late now, we'll be all have a good evening.